Hello everybody from Beloit, Wisconsin. Zack Hample here with you at ABC Supply Stadium, which is the home of, wanna guess? Yeah, the Sky Carp, the high A affiliate of the Miami Marlins. And just follow me around this way because this place is gorgeous. And you can see some players out in the field in the background. We'll get up closer to them because these guys are gonna let me on the field during batting practice. They're gonna have me on the radio broadcast during the game. And who knows what else. I wasn't expecting to be here this season, but the team invited me and I was like, yeah, that sounds fun. And speaking of fun, you guys gotta meet this guy. Get on over here. What's up?
What's up,
This
Zack?
is Flick, director of PR, who's basically in charge of making things extra fun.
Sure.
So,
I like that.
I mean, we're here so early. It's like almost 4 hours before game time.
Yep.
So what do we do with ourselves?
Zach, one of my favorite things about the ballpark here, 360-degree concourse. Pretty much wherever you are, you can see home plate
And catch baseballs.
and catch baseballs. Let's take a walk around. Let's do a walk and talk. Let's see what we can find out.
That works for me.
Oh, we got that one. Yep. But yeah, there's definitely multiple every single night. You build it, you name it.
How cool is this? Oh, this thing right here is the batter's eye.
Yo lo que estoy arrecho, feos. La de la esquina la dobla, la de la esquina, la de la esquina.
Translate for me, please.
How you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing great. How are you?
Serious question for you. How do you do it? How do you do it?
It's more of like where there's space in a stadium rather than like this guy hits it to this spot, so I'm gonna go to that spot.
This area is tough.
It is.
Matt here.
This is not ideal.
I know.
Wait a second. Wait. We can make this work. Hold on. Come on. Oh. No.
I don't know. There you go.
Oh.
There you go.
Huh? The glove?
Oh my God.
Bring my glove some extra luck. You like that? Well, there goes my glove. So that was Richard De Los Santos, the pitching coach for the Great Lakes Loons. That's the visiting team today, a Dodgers affiliate. And after he gave me my glove back and tossed me a ball, he asked me if I'm going to Midland from here. And I was like, no, I'm flying back home to New York. And he said, boo. And just so there's no confusion, he wasn't booing the fact that I'm not going to Midland. He was specifically booing New York, but it's fine. I'll live. And in case you're wondering, this baseball does not count for my lifetime total. I don't count minor league balls. This is like off the record, off the clock, but still lots of fun. Someone's throwing a weighted ball against the wall right there if you hear that noise. And batting practice is just getting started, so I want to see. Oh, it's you! He's trolling my video, this guy. Say hi to YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
All right. So, yeah, BP is actually just getting started, so I want to see if I can get out on the field. Oh, you don't have to duck? Well, that was a whole lot of fun. Every baseball fan's dream to be out on the field with the players. And I gotta give a shout out to those Sky Carp players who were extremely friendly and spent some time chatting with me. A few of them had actually seen my YouTube videos, so they were asking me questions about all the travel that I do and what it's like to actually be a YouTuber. So yeah, very, very special for me. And for right now, well, the Loons have just started taking BP, so I want to try to catch some balls on that walkway in the outfield. But first, I have someone else to introduce you to. Come on over here, fellow Z.
Yep.
What's up?
He's a K, I'm an H.
Between the two of us, we got it covered. Zack, president of the Sky Carp. So this is the man who invited me out, got in touch a few months ago,
Yeah.
and we made it happen.
I'm glad you're in town, you're in Chicago, might as well come over, we're a short drive. It makes sense, man.
Easy.
Yeah.
So,
what do you think of ABC Supply Stadium?
It's, I mean, I knew that it was a special place, a new
Yeah.
ballpark, but just
Yeah.
being here, top notch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cozy, it's intimate, great views, great places to run around and catch baseballs. So,
Absolutely.
what's not to like?
I know, we got 360-degree stadium, smaller footprint for the park itself, but just beautiful. We have every amenity you can ask for. So, we're incredibly grateful and fortunate to have this.
Yeah, and I'm very fortunate to be here for a day hanging. So,
Yeah, man. We're glad to have you.
do you want to come hang in the outfield, or do you have 20 different things to do?
I'll hang out there for
All
a
right,
little bit with you, but then
we're gonna hang a bit. He's gonna be my good luck charm, and let's see if we can catch some
I don't know if
balls.
they'll need me.
How's it going? Doing all right. I appreciate that. Are you gonna be up there hitting?
No. I already hit.
Can you get back up there and hit me a few? No? Now, see, this is hard for him because he only has like half of my body to work with. Because he's got to throw it over the outfield wall. But he's a professional. There we go. Let's see what the Prez can do.
I used to play.
Oh, look at this. Not even warmed up.
I know.
A little zip on it. Thank you. So yeah, all the batters in this group are right-handed. So I think it makes sense to head over to left. But in left field, you got the bullpens right behind the wall. So if I'm gonna catch one, they gotta hit it over everything. And here is the view from left field. And this whole setup with the bullpens down in front reminds me an awful lot of Comerica Park in Detroit. It can be tough out there deep in the left field seats. You can see me a little bit frustrated with the lack of action. And I gotta give a shout out to this guy who has a magnificent farmer's tan on his arms. That's pretty much what I look like at the end of every baseball season. And so I was chatting with Zack here. I figured if they're not hitting home runs, I can at least enjoy some good conversation. And check out what this guy is doing. The folks over at Dude Perfect would definitely be proud of that. And with Zack's permission, I climbed over this railing because, as you'll see in a second, there was a baseball hiding here in the bushes. So that was kind of a fun one. And with this next ball that was hit out my way, well, just listen to how it played out.
Look at this! No! Oh man, only 50 feet short.
So close, yet so far. And these guys right here were team employees and other stadium employees, so just hanging out with them. And I was hoping for more action during BP, but that was the end of BP, unfortunately. It was a really hot day, so I don't think that the whole team took batting practice. And you know what? I can't blame them. You know, definitely don't want to wear yourself out too early, but if you can see me here in the distance, I had some opportunities to get more baseballs, again, with the permission of Zack Brockman, the team president. So this device right here, as a lot of you guys know, I call the cup trick. I've shown it in a lot of videos over the years. I used to use a device for picking up baseballs out of reach called the glove trick, but I have switched over to the cup because I think it just works a little easier and a little better. So here I am reeling one baseball up, and you can see that there was another one sitting on a bench there. And for all you guys watching this who are planning to go to the stadium, don't do this. Don't take baseballs out of the bullpen. The team will not appreciate it. But, like I said, Zack told me I was welcome to go for it. And so this guy was actually suggesting that I try to throw the balls into the bullpen bag. And yeah, I whiffed on that one. But I had another ball, and yeah, I botched that one as well. However, that same guy pointed out a couple more baseballs at the far end of the bullpens and suggested that I use my device to reel those in. So you can see how this went right here. That wasn't great, but no harm done. I just had to work around that plastic cup that was sitting there. So I reeled this one in, and you'll see that in a moment I went and got the next ball as well. And I figured, you know what? I don't need to keep these balls, and I love a good athletic challenge. So I decided to try to toss them back into the bullpen bag to see if I could redeem myself. So check out right here how I did. Yeah, baby. And then I still had that other baseball, of course, and battling the wind, you can probably hear it in the background, I made it. So the sky was looking very ominous, and even though it wasn't raining quite yet, well, the grounds crew knew what was coming, so they covered the field and just listened to the sounds of the storm. Yeah, okay, I guess listening to our cameras battling the wind isn't that exciting, but in all seriousness, it was pretty cool to experience some good old-fashioned Midwestern weather, so hanging on to my hat right there so I didn't lose it. And the gates were open at this point, so the mascot was entertaining people, and I guess the sound of rain is more interesting than the sound of wind, so enjoy! Yeah, so despite this Midwestern weather, well, the fans were still here for it. Lots of people were standing around, and you can see some people tossing a baseball off in the distance, so people were still having fun as best they could. Fans brought their umbrellas. You can see this guy was struggling a bit with his, but people were here to see baseball. Speaking of baseball, this is my book called The Baseball, which I signed for a fan named Seth. And while I had more time to kill, I actually signed a bunch of autographs. And, well, this next fan, I signed her baseball, and she actually had a pretty fun comment, so just listen in for a moment.
Awesome! Your handwriting is really good.
Thank you, thank you. And by the way, this dude was spraying a liquid on the field while it was raining. Yeah, I asked my buddy Flick what was going on, so he went and talked to Zack in the dugout, came back with some info for me, and said that it was a wetting agent that helps the water get absorbed into the turf and go down the drain easier. So that was interesting. I had never heard anything like that before. And right here, he was leading me back inside the stadium and upstairs to the media and club level, and he welcomed me inside the media center, where he then introduced me to a bunch of employees and turned me loose to enjoy the buffet.
Assorted hangers-on. We're not sure what everybody does here. And then, so that's our broadcast, their broadcast, you know, Kate, met her. And then in here we've got our control center, this is where our scoreboard is in.
Hello, everybody.
This is Zack.
Hey.
This is everybody.
You want to play with our center for the camera?
Really? You can control that from here?
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa!
There you go.
Ooh.
You got the whole plan.
What? Hey! What do we think? Does this go inside or on the side? Well, well, this might fall apart, but oh, look at this. Just look at this. This weighs like a pound. My hands are a little
yeah.
How are we doing? So what's happening? What's your prediction? As you guys know, if you watch all of my videos from Major League stadiums, I love wandering all over the place and checking out every possible section in all the nooks and crannies. And the same thing holds true at minor league ballparks. This one in particular, which, by the way, opened just 2 years ago, is absolutely gorgeous. But unfortunately, the same thing was not true about the weather today. It just kept raining and raining, and after that it kept raining. But a bunch of fans stuck it out in the hopes of seeing some Midwest League action. And so eventually I headed downstairs to chat with some of them, and I was especially glad to meet this guy named Jason, who has the exact same birthday as me, including the year. How about that? Meanwhile, I was not keeping my eye on the radar, but based on how things were going, I had a feeling that the game might not get played. And sure enough, at around 8 o'clock, the official announcement echoed out of the speakers. So yeah, that was a huge bummer, but there was still lots of fun to be had. Shout out to the mascot named Poopsie. That's an incredible name, which was voted on by the community, you should know. And I also have to give a shout out to Dancing Timmy the Bat Boy, who has the most epic moves. I mean, seriously, look at this dude. And after that, my day still was not done. I jumped on Facebook Live with Flick and Larry to break down my day at the ballpark. And now, in the darkness of Wisconsin, I'm here to break it down for you. So really, I just gotta say thank you to all the employees here with the Sky Carp for being so nice, for hooking it up, for feeding me, for giving me behind the scenes and on-field access. And this just goes to show that even if there's no game, we can still make an amazing video and have a great time doing wacky baseball stuff. Check the description because I will link to a playlist on my channel of all the different minor league games and stadiums I've been to. That's a whole lot of fun. And before I hit the road back to Chicago, there is still one final thing that I need to do here. And if you follow me down this way, it starts with this. Guys, should I do this? Yes! Ah, bucket list item. It has come true! Woo! Thank you, Beloit!